I started getting involved with International Women's Day when I got an email through from the student union at my university. I became Women's Officer at the start of last year, and so it seemed like a perfect event to get involved with. I think it's really empowering for women around Derby and internationally to have a day to celebrate achievements, to be able to mark events that have happened, and for women all around the world to sort of get together on the same day and show what they can do for themselves. I think the fact that women are more outspoken now and powerful and want to put themselves out there more shows how creative women have become, in the fact that they strive for equality, and there's so little fear now with women putting themselves out there, and I think creativity is so imperative in becoming empowered. My position at Derby University is Women's Officer, which means representing women's rights, making sure that any female student or male student with a female-related issue with the university has a forum within the university. So I'll take any problem forward to the sabbatical officer covering welfare, and then it will be taken up with the university itself, as well as promoting positive information about the women's liberation movement and working with the NUS schemes with women's liberation. I think women are still at a great disadvantage to men. I think there's still issues with pay equality and treatment, and I think in the younger generations with different aspects of language and joke making about women and stereotypical roles. I think it all has the capability to change, and I think it is changing slowly, and I think eventually it will change. Well, International Women's Day is important to me because it's such an opportunity for women to get together and celebrate their achievements, for perhaps people that don't know about the achievements to come and see what's happening and see what people can achieve, and to become inspired to make a difference in their own lives and perhaps lives of other people. For me, it's been a huge experience as well, which makes it important to me. It's made me realise sort of the potential I have to help and join in with such an organisation, and want to continue that kind of work throughout the year and for the next International Women's Day. I think it's starting to. It wasn't something I'd overly heard of before I ran for the role of Women's Officer, and I didn't know there was an event in Derby until I became involved with it. And I think it's getting bigger every year, it's getting better every year, and it is becoming a huge event which will be celebrated everywhere. I think carrying on what's already being done, I think bringing it to the younger generation, taking it into schools, colleges, universities, for future generations to take forward, making sure that businesses are involved, local charities, local sort of business start-ups, that kind of thing, to really get the message home about why it's being done and the importance of carrying it on and making it bigger. I think for women, being creative and innovative is one of the most important things you can do. I think it's a brilliant opportunity to sort of enrich your own life as well as other people's, and to discover a huge amount of things that you perhaps didn't know you were interested in or you wanted to do. So I think it's just a huge influence in my life. I study in the creative field, so it's changed everything I've done and the future plans I have for myself. So I just think it's an opportunity and it's fun.